Today I want to show you a sample of what we do at generalfitnesscompany.com. Not only do we train here live in the studio, but we also have online training programs. We have written personalized programs as well as videos that you can follow along. So this is a sample of our upper body and core exercise program. We have a few lower body exercises that you can follow along with, but overall I think you'll enjoy this. So let's get right into it. Today we're going to start off with a cat-cow. We're going to work our core. We're going to make sure that our shoulders are directly over our hands. We're going to have our knees directly underneath our heels. Okay. Now there's actually two ways you can do this cat-cow. We're going to do it for about 60 seconds. I like to do it in a segmented version. So there's two ways. I'm going to show you both of them, and we're going to go into the one that I prefer. Okay. So cat-cow, you're going to tuck your tailbone, and you're going to reach your chin up as high as you can, drawing your shoulder blades back as much as you can and trying to keep the weight in the balls of your hands, or the forefinger, as well as the thumb. Okay, so that means you're going to have to rotate your elbows in. All right, so that's one section. Now, the other version of this, or the other side of this, is that now we're going to push our lower back up towards the ceiling, our mid back up towards the ceiling as we tuck our chin in as close as we can into our body. Okay. So what we're doing is just getting a little extension and flexion in the spine, which is obviously very important to keep you having spinal mobility. Super important. A lot of times you're going to be sitting down at the desk for long periods of time in the same position. You're going to find a little bit of stiffness in maybe your lower back or even your shoulders. This is a great exercise that you can do anywhere. Probably not at the office, but you definitely want to be able to do this at home. I'm going to show you one more rotation here. All right, so we're going to go back into neutral here. Now I'm going to show you the spinal segmentation. This is my favorite one because what you're doing is you're using your abdominals and your core overall to control your spine. So you're going to literally try to move each vertebrae of your spine, and that's why they call it a spinal segmentation. All right, I'm still mastering this myself. It's kind of hard to talk and do this at the same time, but hope you're still with me here. We went vertebrae by vertebrae. Now, the way I like to imagine this is that you're imagining a bolt of energy, or maybe a flow of energy going from one part of your spine down or up. So here we're going to try to push that surge of energy from the head down into the tailbone. And we're going to take it back. I'm going to arch that back again, still keeping that upper back as rounded. This is where it gets really difficult because you got to try to control one part while moving another part of your spine. Very important to be able to do this. Going into the thoracic spine now, in between the shoulder blades, starting to squeeze them together, pulling them back. Now lifting that chin up as high as I can towards the ceiling. All right, we're bringing it back to neutral. So, as you see, that's a great way to get a good warm up. You got the spine warmed up. Now we're going to get those hip flexors warmed up a little bit. We're going to do some mountain climbers. All right. So we do these for 3 sets of 30 seconds. I'll show you a little bit what we do here. So from this position, you're going to be in push-up position, as you can see, or a high plank. You're going to be driving your knees in between your elbows, similar to a run. All right. So this is a modified version here. If you can't really run, you're going to lift your knees into your body, going in between your elbows. We're looking for about 30 seconds. Last 15 seconds, I'll bring it a little bit, bring a little more intensity for you. All right, that's 15. Let's get it. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. All right. So get a little break in between. In our workout, we got 30 seconds break. We do that for about 3 sets, maybe 4 sets. From there, because we're already on the mat here, we pretty much try to create a flow with our workout. So up next, we're going to be doing a little push-up action, looking for 10 reps, and then we'll get another break. All right. So just like the mountain climber, you want to make sure that your shoulders are directly over your hands. You can go into modified push-ups, or you can go full push-ups. I'm going to go full push-up today. So we're going to go down. You're going to drop your shoulders or drop your chest as low as you can. Try to control it all the way down. If you can do a full release push-up. That's where your hands come off the ground. Today we're going to go for a basic one. Bringing those elbows back behind you, coming back up. Trying to keep those abs engaged. Trying not to let that lower back arch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So we got the push-ups in. Now we're going to follow that up. Now, obviously, we have a little break in between. We'd be doing 3 sets of 10. We're going to follow that up with a plank. We have forearms and toes. And then we'll get a little break so we can set up some leg exercises. All right. So we won't do a full plank, or maybe we'll do a full plank. We'll see how it goes. We're going to be on our forearms and toes. I like to do a plank from a low plank position. Now, just a little bit of how the sausage is made. I like to pair the push-up with the plank, and we'll do a little exercise after that because your arms get a little tired, so you have to engage your abs a little bit more. We were in a high plank earlier on, doing mountain climbers, and we're doing push-ups. Now we're going to go low plank. Arms a little tired, abs got to work a little harder. All right, 60 seconds. Set my timer here, and away we go. 60 seconds. Now, if you're watching at home, you want to make sure that you're digging your elbows down into the mat or the floor, wherever you are. Making sure you're not sitting in your shoulders. You're going to be engaged in your abdominals. Make sure you're engaging your shoulders. Trying to keep your shoulders over your elbows, not too far back, not too far forward. You want to make sure that those toes are planted firmly into the floor. That means you have a little flexion on your feet. You don't want to be pointed here with your toes. And look at that, just like that, we're already at 30 seconds. Let's get it. Yeah, buddy. So we're looking for about 15 more seconds. See if we can hang in there. 60 seconds is the goal. Last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Look at that. I worked up a little sweat. How about that? All right, so we're going to take a quick break. We're going to set up for some legs. I'll check you back in just a brief moment. All right, so we're going to get into the leg section of our workout. I told you about that before. We're going to be working our legs a little bit. Now we're going to start off with a lunge, and that's one of my favorite leg exercises because not only does it strengthen your legs, but also it's great for working your core. Now you got to keep your balance here. I'm going to show you how we do this. We got 3 sets of 10. I'm going to show you how 1 set goes. Obviously, if you're following along at home, bang out 3 sets, put that pause button, and bang out three more sets, or 2 more sets, I should say. Now we're going to have 1 foot in front of the other. That's the lunge. You're going to have your knee approximately in line with your heel. All right, you're going to have that back knee going straight down towards the ground. This is called a stationary lunge. I have 25 pounds in my hand. You can go body weight if you want, if you're just starting off, or you can go heavier. All right, I usually use a little bit more weight, but because I'm trying to talk to you and do this exercise, I'm going a little bit lighter. We're going to err on the side of caution. All right, so here we go for 10 reps, down and up. Again, trying to make sure that those knees stay directly in line with the heel. Okay, so you're trying to get that back knee in line with the back heel, keeping that front knee in line with the front heel. All right, I already lost count there. I think that was 6 reps. All right, that was 10, I believe. We're going to go into the other leg. Same thing. One leg in front of the other. Making sure that those hips. Oh, I forgot to mention. Make sure that your hips are facing forward. A lot of people, when I see them do their lunges, they'll kind of turn their body, and that puts their front knee across that medial axis, which you don't want to do. That means you're going to be working more of that in ACL. All right, let me get into that lunge. So again, looking for 10 reps. Trying to keep that knee, that front knee right in line with that front heel. Yeah. Don't be afraid to go do a little adjustment on the fly. So I'm going to move my foot back there. Now, if you're having a little bit of an issue in that back knee, one thing you can do is bend down at the waist a little bit when you're going down in your lunge. That takes a lot of pressure off that back knee. Woo! Let me keep lunging. I believe it's the last one here. There's my 10. All right. So we're going to follow that up with some body weight squats. All right. So we're going to superset. Essentially what that means, you're going to do one exercise, put your weights away so they're safe, go right into the next exercise. Now this one we're going to go for 30 seconds, reaching down, trying to touch the hands to the heels, standing back up. And away we go. Now squats are not necessarily my favorite exercise, but it's kind of a good active recovery. And that looks like about 30 seconds here. Looks like we got about 3, 2, and 1. All right, take a quick break. Now we're going to go into our, well, if you have stairs at home, you can use stairs. We don't have stairs here. So I'm going to move these weights out the way. And we're going to use this box. We're going to do 2 quick taps. Now, if you're doing this at home, you can use like a curb outside, or you can use your couch, or maybe your dining room chair. But we're going to superset that 30 seconds, and then we're going to follow that up with a plank. Okay? Here we go. Ready, and 30. Got a little beat going there. Sometimes it helps to kind of grunt a little bit. Make a little sound. Make your own little rhythm, your own little tempo. Makes the time go by faster. Got about 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. I'm going to finish this off. We're going to go right into a high plank. I'm going to put my hands on the box. Now, we can go a little bit further or a little bit longer here because we're in a high plank and we're also in a higher position. But so you don't have to stare at me just in a plank position, we'll go for 30 seconds. All right, and away we go. 30 seconds. Keeping those abs tight. Keeping those shoulders over the hands. Once again, flexing those feet. Try not to point those toes too much. We're going to flex those feet. That way those knees are locked out. And we're looking at exactly 10 seconds. Yeah, buddy. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So that's a little sample of what we do at General Fitness Company. That's a little bit of what we do for our online training program. Obviously, our programs are a little bit more extended online. Again, if you want to check them out, generalfitnesscompany.com. Thanks for watching, and keep good company.
That's awesome!